Good morning, guys. Hi, this is Meera. I hope you all stay safe and healthy during this pandemic situation. In this very first video, I would like to explain about the poem Experience written by Kana Subramaniam. This is, in fact, one of the poems prescribed in the paper called as Regional Literatures in Translation by the University of Calicut for the BA English Language and Literature students. So, this very first lecture would be on the poem. Experience by Kana Subramaniam. I thought of taking up this paper and because many students complain, whom I teach, they complain me that they don't find enough materials, reference materials for the study of this particular paper. So I thought that I would do a video upon the poems and short stories and drama that you have to study in this particular paper. So this first lecture would be on the poem Experience by Kana Subramaniam. Kana Subramaniam is a Tamil poet. He was born in Tamil Nadu, and he was born in 1912 January, and he died at the age of 76 on December 1988. He is popularly known as Kana Su, and he has also written under the pseudonym Mayan, Mayan, Mayan. And he has also won numerous prestigious awards like the Sahitya Academy Award for Literary Criticism in 1986, the Government of Tamil Nadu Award for the short story entitled Kodai Sirithal, the Kumaranashan Award, and so on. And also he has to his credit one of the books written in English, and it is entitled Thiruvalluvar and his Thirukural. So this is a brief bio about the author, about the poet Kana Subramaniam. Now talking about the poem Experience, it basically talks about the lack of action. Action means a lack of proper or authentic action in human life. Okay, so we human beings do all sorts of things, or a majority of our things that we do in our life, we do this in order to please the society or in order to please others. We are not bothered about about our own happiness or joy. We do things in order to satisfy others, or in order to come up with the benchmark put down by the society. So the speaker in the poem, the utterances made by the speaker in the poem, it has metaphorical significance. And also the poem tells us about the suffering, agony, anxiety of waiting, futility, and all sorts of absurdity that would arise when human beings neglect small moments of happiness in their life, thinking what society would thinking how society would judge their actions. All these things, suffering, agony, and anxiety, arise basically because we human beings neglect our happiness in order to satisfy the norms and traditions of society. So we can also find the elements of existentialism in this poem, because the poem, it is an open revolt against all tradition, norms, and conventions of the society that try to restrict the human liberty. So the poem, in a way, we can tell that the poem is an attempt at making human beings realize the true spirit of freedom in their life. The poem, by making an open statement of the things that we do in our life, it puts to wind all the traditions and traditional and logical beliefs that completely ignore the human existence. So in a way, the man's existence in this world is miserable, lonely, and alienated. That is very true, and the desire for happiness in this earthly world is just a myth. This is what the poet tried to point out through the poem Experience. The poet in the poem tried to tell us that there is no escape for man from this fact of suffering. Man, once born on earth, he has to suffer throughout his life until he die. So the poet in a way tried to tell us that the death is the only moment in life when human beings have a real existence. Okay, or when human beings are true to their own existence only at the moment of death. So the poet indirectly comment that human beings are the product, or the individuals are the choice of the products that he or she makes in his or her life. Now, moving on to the poem, we can find that before narrating about the poem, I would like to just read out the poem for you. I would just read out the poem for you. Experience by Kana Subramaniam. I refuse to get drenched in the rain, as it will bring cold. I have shut the windows, as when the wind blows, dust will settle on the throat and cough will bother, not allowing me to sleep. I have stopped reading, as when you get works authored by someone, you read and read on, only the sight gets shorter and no wisdom dawns. I have disenured myself of keeping books beside my pillow and reading them. Even when the even when beloveds came looking, though the desire sloshed about, I stood aside afraid. Townspeople may adversely comment, and Raji will raise objection. The lover went to the hand of someone else. I stood sighing audibly, watching her go away. Though, through the closed door, when the experience called death does occur, in the belief there will be again an opportunity to delineate it, I await the second death too. Translated from Tamil by T.S. Dakshinamurthy. So this is the poem experience. So here the poem is very simple. The poet tells us that he refused to so in the poem, the poet tells us that he refused to get drenched in rain because he thought it will bring cold to him. And also he tells us that he shut down the windows of his room because when the wind blows, the dust will settle in his throat, causing him cough, which will bother him, not allowing him to sleep. And the poet tells us that he stopped reading the books written by someone else because he understood that the wisdom is something that should come from within and it is not dependent on the external sources. And so he tells us that he understands that the wisdom and no wisdom comes when one read a book written by someone else. It will only make oneself unfamiliar. It will only make one unfamiliar to oneself. And also by reading the books written by others, since no wisdom comes, it will just shorten the eyesight. And the poet closes with an irony. Stating that death is the poet is awaiting his own death, because he says that death is the only time when one has an authentic form of existence, and by the time of death one would have become non-extant. So by this ironic note he closes the poem Experience. So according to the poet's opinion, wisdom should come from within and not it should not depend upon any other external sources. So the whole concept of the poem is that death is the only reality in which one lives. Death is the only time when one has an authentic form of existence, and the reality is that by the time the death occurs, one will become non-extant. And the reality that the poet tried to expose is that for most in this world, they don't exist or live authentically from their innermost consciousness, as said by the well-known critic Martin Heidegger. The poet says that people deceive oneself for one reason or the other, and he says that he refused to get drenched in the rain because it will bring cold. He shut all the windows to protect himself from cough caused by the settling of dust in his throat, by which he won't be allowed to sleep properly. And he says that he has stopped reading books written by other writers because he feels that it has not helped him to gain any wisdom and until now, and it has only shortened his sight. He feels that he have disenured himself or made him unfamiliar to himself by keeping books beside his pillow and reading them. It has only caused pain in his neck. He says that even when his beloved came looking for him, though he was much eager to see her, he couldn't go up with his desire, or he couldn't do things according to his desire, because not because of the morality, but just because he is bothered so much about what society will think, what all adverse comments society would make upon his action of going near his beloved, and also that he was afraid what his wife Raji would say. He says that even when the experience of death occur in the belief that there would be again an opportunity to delineate it, he says that he awaits his second death too. So this is a gist of the poem Experience by Kana Subramaniam. I hope this video would be useful for you with regard to the examination point of view. I hope you like this video or this lecture, and I want you to give me few suggestions, because this is the very first time I'm taking a class lecture in a video and posting it. So I'm doing this because I felt like many students find it very difficult to understand this paper because of lack of reference material. So I thought this would be beneficial for you. So this is my very first time of taking a lecture like this and posting in social media. So I hope you people enjoy this, understand the lecture, and I hope you people try to comment and give suggestions for me to improve in the next video. This video is taken by me but taken by me myself, and so it would have its own defects, because taking a class on a video in front of a camera, it's not that easy like how you take class for the students in real. So I hope you give me suggestions to improve these videos and my classes. I hope you like the video, and see you in the very next lecture very soon. Thank you.